Here we are in section 5-3, exercises 22 through 27. Here we have our little three-step process that'll take us through all of these problems. Number 22. Do we have any parentheses? We do. Let's distribute to get rid of the parentheses and simplify that. So 7 times 3 is 21, but with a decimal place. So 2.1x minus 1.4 equals 3.5x plus 1. Okay, now, do we have many x's? Yeah, we've got x's here and x's here. I'm going to, let me see, I could get rid of the 2.1x and subtract it over here, or I could subtract 3.5x from both sides. If I subtract the 2.1x, for me it's just a little bit nicer. Some of you may not like that the x is not going to be on the left. Those are gone, and I get negative 1.4 equals, what is that, 1.4x plus a 1. Yeah, so I left that positive just because I don't like dividing by a negative at the very end, but if you had a preference to keep the x's on the left, you certainly could have. So subtract 1. Oh, I forgot. Look, we're down here. We simplified it. Once the x's are together, we're good to go. And subtract 1, that's negative 2.4 equals 1.4x. So if we divide by 1.4, divide by 1.4, that's not a very nice looking thing. So x is, notice we can times top and bottom by 10 and do negative 24 over 14, which is the same as negative 12 over 7. You can leave it as 12 sevenths, or you could turn it into an equivalent decimal. That would be all right. Okay, number 23. Do we have any parentheses? No. Do we have many x's? Yes. On this side, we have 2.3x combining like terms. Let me see, we got to get the x's together. Again, I'm going to subtract that smaller one so we stay away from negatives. So we get negative 9 equals 1.7x minus 3. Oh, we just simplified it. Now we're going to add, subtract, so get rid of that minus 3 with a plus 3 on both sides. So we get 1.7x equals negative 6. Divide by 1.7, divide by 1.7. And same thing, times top and bottom by 10, and we get negative 60 over 17. And you could, if you wanted to, turn it into a decimal, but that's right, x equals right there. X equals negative 60 17, so it'd be just fine to leave it like that. Okay, number 24. 0.4y equals 78 plus 0.4y. Do we have any parentheses? No. Do we have many y's? We do. Let's get them together. Get this guy over to the other side, minus 0.4y, minus 0.4y, and we get 0. They are gone, equals 78. Now that's just a terrible thing to write. The y's are all gone. This is nope, never. That never happens, so this is a no solution one. Okay, number 25. Let me see. Do we have parentheses? Yes. So we jump that in, we get 7x minus 35 minus 3x equals 4x minus 35. Combine what we can on this side over here. 7x minus 3x is 4x minus 35 equals 4x minus 35. Seems like something strange is about to happen. Try to get the x's together. Subtract 4x from both sides in an attempt to get rid of that one, but notice that happens as well, and we get negative 35 equals negative 35. That is always true. Yeah, so that means x is all numbers, because we're really saying not how often is it true, but what can x be to make it true? And you're like, well, it's always true, so it doesn't matter what x is. That's kind of where that's coming from. All right, next one. Number 26. There we go. So, do we have parentheses? Yes. Jump that in. We get 9x minus 4x plus 12. Make sure that negative 4 jumps in. Equals a 15x. 9x minus 4x is 5x. We can just combine that like normal terms. Notice we don't add 4x right there to both sides. We just combine like we have been doing previously. Okay, so now subtract 5x, and we get 12 equals 10x. No addition. or subtraction, now we just divide by 10. Divide by 10, we get x equals 12 tenths, which is the same as 6 fifths when we simplify that fraction. Good. Next, last one, 27. Do we have any parentheses? No. Do we have many x's? Yes. So on this side, let's combine them all. 2 minus 3 is a negative 1 plus 7. That's 6x on this side equals 9x plus 8x is 17x. You might be tempted to divide by 6 or to divide by 17, but no, we are right here. Many x's. We've got to take care of those. We still need to get the x's together. I'm going to subtract 6x, subtract 6x. And I get 0 equals 11x. Now you can kind of see what's going on. 11 times what equals 0? Yeah. Divide by 11, and we get x equals 0.